future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. And his first look is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second and 10. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Austin Ekeler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Ekeler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second and 3 from the 9. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. Oh, he pulls over him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
First down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
This offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Mayfield down. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And some room to roll now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and inches, Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to Waller. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
play and the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield off the play fake. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. They'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield rolling to his right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Alert, alert, alert! Mike 28, Mike 28. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it.
Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Baker. They'll find Williams on the slant. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second and 9. Mayfield to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated.